Hello, 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 and welcome to another One Lion of Code. I am One Lion, and my floor mat is not at a good position. Wow, time is just flying by today. I hope you're having a good day. My hair's all over the place, but that's fine. Don't nobody care. Hello, Disco. I was gonna do a thing. So today feels kind of odd for me. We had a 2-week mandatory non-billable time for the client that I was working with, so I was doing a lot of Sagetti related things. Go here. Go here. Yeah, that's what it was. Edit this. Change the title to Community Day plus Day 184. Save change. And then to utubs. YouTube Studio. Content. I forgot to change the stream title on Friday's stream to Community Day. There. Save. Okay, so that should update it on YouTubes and on Twitch. I am signed in. Thank you. And what else? Okay, so hi, happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. My weekend was fun, fantastic, wonderful. And this is Visual Studio. This is Chrome. This is the project. Almost ready to show the screen. Disco's gonna create a Twitch channel. Is it gonna use this username or are you gonna create a different username for it? Oh. Yay. All right, there we go. Good to go. So on screen. And by on screen, I mean don't show a single thing at all. Ever. Oh, it's so much easier to find when I'm in this window. Okay. I think I found it. You're going to use a different name, your stage name. And what, pray tell, is your stage name? And have you created the account already? Is everything set up? Are you going to have a bot? Are you going to do all the things all at once? It's a lot of stuff to do. For those of you that are new here, this is our project. You can see it on the GitHubs. Oh, your stage name is going to be your real name. Okay. Oh, yeah. 5 things at the same time. So in our Discord, shared any, Sulius posted that there's going to be this thing called, or that there is this thing called Dev Drive. I have no idea what this is about, but just to show you that it's safe, you can type to figure out if you have dev drive. You can type format /?, and if you see dev drive here, then that means that the feature is enabled. If not, then it tells you to download this knowledge base. To read this knowledge base article, and then choose the get the latest updates as soon as they're available, do the install, reboot, and then turn off get the latest updates when they're available, if you don't want to be using latest updates. So I am using the Windows Insider release cycle, and so that's why I think I already got it. So I am interested in finding out what exactly this thing does, but it's supposed to be a performance boost for developers for doing software development by formatting a portion of the drive, of a drive. So I'm really, really interested to see what setting this up on this machine would be like. So thank you, Zulius, for that. Okay. So anyway, the app. This is a financial management tracker. And this application is what we've been doing on the stream to show multi-platform Blazor development, where you use Blazor as the UI for everything. And then you can deploy or target different platforms such as Windows. This is targeting web using Blazor WebAssembly, but there's also one targeting web using Blazor Server. You can also target Android, iOS, Mac, and Tizen using Maui, and Windows as well. I don't know if I said Windows during that, but you can also target Windows using the same Maui project. But I have also created a WPF app that targets Windows specifically, so you can see what that's like. And again, all of these are using the same one Blazor UI library, and shared components is really just these are all reusable components that could be moved to an external library, such as in a card. But really, these could stand to be in the same main Razor class library. But I decided to put them in a separate library to show I think this is why I chose to do it, to show how to hook up an external Blazor component library to your UI. And maybe one methodology for doing, here's all of your main application UI, here's all of your reusable UI that you can use across multiple applications. So what we've been doing with this is, lately we've been trying to add this calculator functionality, which we have done. We've done a bunch of test writing. Thank you to Peter for the initial test writing, methodology, approach, whatever. And then we have run those tests. I still have the 2 sample tests that come with the new B unit project template. All right, and so all of our tests pass except for this new one. Nope. We haven't written the new test yet because I don't even know how to write the new test. We fixed a whole bunch of other tests, and then in doing so, we have a failed test. So let's type these inputs here and figure out what the output is expected to be, because it's telling me that the actual which the actual displayed num is 7, and we were expecting it to be 0. I really don't know what we're expecting from this. Hello, Xcoding. How are you doing? 1 + 2 times. So this should be 3 times plus. And then now we get 4 down here. And if we push equals, it should be 7. Correct. Plus, minus. Oh. And the reason that we get 0 is because we aren't clearing out the displayed num on operator press. And I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking, Xcoding. I am back to doing my regular client work today. Oh, I started saying that earlier. So I'm back to doing my regular client work. And of course, the first thing this morning was remembering what exactly the client work is. Like I couldn't, it took me a minute to catch up on emails and then also remember what was I working on last? Because it's been 2 weeks since I've seen the code base or even done anything with it. I even stopped thinking about it, which is crazy. I just like memory dumped it because there was so much other stuff to do for those last 2 weeks. Again, between Sagetti and then learning my own stuff, pursuing my own training. It's crazy. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Is this the behavior that I want though? If I switch operators and then I push the equal sign, yeah, what I think should happen is after I push, so after I push an operator after pushing the equal sign, I should clear this out. Let's see if we can write that logic. So if the previous operator was submit and the current operator is not submit, you. Can we expand all of you, please? Nope. Other way. Arigato. All right, so here is, if we're doing submit, do some special stuff. Otherwise, do other special stuff. One special rule is if the previous operator was submit, then we need to perform a regular clear. Regular clear. Oh, you're just a void. Right? Does that sound right? Yeah, I think this is right. So I saved, hot reload. Here's our calculator still on the screen. 1 + 2 equals +4 plus minus. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Oops. So I push my refresh button, dang it. Okay, so that means that for our test, is here, the output that we're actually expecting with the multiple consecutive operators. Which is which one? This one. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I think that was the original intent, and I think that's what we made it do. So we can clear that comment because that is no longer true. Run the test and watch it say skipped. Nice. All right. So with that, all of our tests pass. Oh man, it's hard to talk. My throat is doing that thing again where I'm struggling to get sound out. Hopefully it doesn't sound like I'm yelling at you. If it does, hopefully you like it. I don't know, man. God. All right, all of our tests are passing. Perfect. So let's do our mini commit. How long has it been since I've done a push? Ah, it's up to date. So if you go to the GitHub repo for this project, you will see that it is up to date. As far as branch number 32-add built-in calculator. So this is what we're currently working on. We're going to be doing a pull request soon, but I think there's one more thing that I would like to fix about the calculator. Do I remember what that is? It wasn't that. I honestly don't remember what it was. I could have sworn there was one more thing. I guess that's it. So we're going to do a full commit and a PR and call the calculator done for now. Oh, I think there is one formatting thing that I want to fix. So let me do this first. Fixed sec up issue. Yeah, we'll do a local commit. So if you can see, the calculator is changing size as soon as something shows up. Ooh, I just found a new bug. I thought it was done, but I think I unlocked a new bug. New bug unlocked. So I hit the equal sign and then the plus sign, and that gave me a nothing up there in the formula. So, the issue that I was trying to resolve right now was, you see that there is this space up here, but as soon as we get some input showing up there, it grows, it gets taller, and I don't want it to get taller. And the reason that it gets taller is because this span is not the same font size as this. Yes, it is. 1.3 rems. Oh, because they are on two different rows. Okay. So if I did display flex, then we're good to go. Okay, so simple enough. Calc output just needs display flex. It's up here. Why are you up there? You go down here. Simple. Once that compiles and CSS auto syncs, I will do a hard refresh. Are you going to update to .NET 8 right when it comes out, or wait a while? I will. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let's go to .NET 8. In fact, what I would prefer to do is create a separate .NET web project targeting .NET 8. And so that'll be our first step. Right now, all of our applications, so I'm calling each of these a different application, even though it's the same UI. These are all .NET 7. So Blazor WebAssembly, Blazor Server, MAUI, and WPF. So if I just create another Blazor, whatever it's called, I think it's just called Blazor Web App project, targeting .NET 8, I'll tell it to, first of all, use both the WebAssembly and server. Tell it to use auto mode so that the landing page, which right now I'm kind of mocking this landing page, what you'll see in the DOM is initially inside of app is static HTML content that gets served as a landing page, and then this login will show up as soon as the actual Blazor WebAssembly project loads. And hello, Dukasoft! Happy Monday to you. Oh, by the way, if you guys don't know Xcoding, he is a .NET developer working on his own. Like, I don't really hear your streams. I'm almost always lurking in your streams, but like it's during my work day, so I'm not really able to pay attention to know exactly what you're doing. But he was building his own editor and doing amazingly at it, and it looks cool and it looks fun, but I already forgot what you are currently working on, if it's not the same thing. Anyway, you can follow him up there if you're not already following. You know what? Let's actually take a look. Do you have any clips?
Write scripts in JavaScript to automate gameplay, gameplay minigames, so puzzle and more. Yes, this is nice. This is a pretty nice learning idea.
The clip of looking at Bitburner.
You should try the real thing.
But yeah, definitely check him out. It's good times over on his channel.
Yes, learn by doing so.
Okay, we fixed the UI thing, so now let's do a full commit. And then we will do a PR, because we are done with the calculator, I think. Until wait. I just remembered that I saw a bug. 5 equals plus. All right. I need to add that to. Would that be a consecutive operators, or would this be a completely new thing to test? And then also what happens if I push plus equals. Okay, so plus works fine. I mean, calculating operator works fine, and then equals plus. Aha. So this is something like pressing submit before the first operator. So what happens if we do 5 plus 2 equals plus equals 42 plus equals plus. Okay, so nothing special happens here. It's only when when submit is the first operator you push, and then any other operator is pressed after. So I think it should be its own test. Calculator tests. Test for pressing submit as the first operator, then pressing another operator, another non-submit operator, very inline data. So equals plus, yes. And then the formula output should be 0 plus. The next one should be a number followed by equals. So I don't care about the rest of the operators. We test that all of the operators themselves work up here. But if we push 5 equals minus, and I think the fix for this is when you push the equal sign, your displayed output. Yeah, so we'll write another test. Pressing submit is the first operator. Outputs. Input number equals. Actually, this can just be a fact. There's only one thing to test, and that's push the number equals, and that's good. Inputs will be 5 equals. Ooh, but then again, we might have a second case where you only push equals. Dang it. Is that a fact? No, it's a theory now. Inline data. Dang it. Just delete this. Wait, that was what I wanted. Gimme. Okay, so when you push equals by itself, we get 0 and then 0 space equals. That is what I want. Then we want 1 for pressing a number followed by equals, and then you should get that number equals, and then that number is the output. So our free dad joke, one of our free dad jokes, I'm sure we'll get more, was, what's brown and sticky? A stick. Obviously. Thank you, Dukasoft. I love it. Love it. Drink of water. I just did. And I just finished that bottle. Oh, right. First, give me the name of this method. Because I don't want to name it myself. And I don't know what you're doing with my flippin' effing tabs. drink coffee. I want to, but I'm good. I've had all of my coffee for the day. So sad. Oh, what happened to that? It stayed on the same line. Why did you go on the new line? On a new line? That's weird. Okay. I think this is what we want. If we do 5 equals minus, our output should be 0, but we should have 5 minus in our formula. All right, so run the test. See them fail. I'll run all because it should build for me. But yeah, how is everyone? Randomly asking, even though I rarely ask during a stream. Happy Monday to you, Napalm. Is anyone working on anything interesting or fun or just anything that you feel like mentioning? There is absolutely no requirement for you to come out of lurk to answer. But you are absolutely welcome to. Or 3. Well, thank you. Thank you, Lil Sus. Napalm says, currently reviewing my PR for Tags app, dynamic from creation for provider configuration. If you guys don't know what Tags app is that the one that C# Fritz is working on, or is that what he's using as a model? Okay, it is the one that C# Fritz is working on. So if you don't know C# Fritz, he is a Microsoft developer. So he works at Microsoft and he streams and he shares his amazing knowledge with us. Definitely give him a follow. He is very informative and he has a whole bunch of really fun interactive stuff on his stream. But give him a follow. Check out his streams. Okay, so we have failing test. Now let's fix it. Rar, says Tyndall. Hi, Tyndall. So I sent you a message if you haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure you have. But I wasn't able to get very many good images. Let's see if I can just find some samples. I mean, I kind of fell into the same boat you were in. And look, Zelda showed up too. Awesome. Yeah. I mean, it's easy enough to take the base .NET bot and then turn it a little bit because its head is perfectly circle. Let me show you what I mean. Open with paint.net. So essentially, you could just recreate this really quickly in paint.net. Oh, you found another good pick. That's good. So just grab a color, put plus sign, grab a, I don't know, a line. Put it from here to here, change it to about, that is 65. Go like this. It's a little too thin. Maybe we'll try 70. Maybe we'll try 75. 75 looks good. Maybe some rounded corners. Not that you're gonna see these, And then you add another layer, and you take your color picker, get a nice dark color. Hello, color picker? Why are you all the way over here? Weirdo. One thing I found out in paint.net is you need to have the layer active that you want to take the color from, which is kind of odd. Not really expecting that. And then an ellipse, and you draw a circle. Oops. Nope, wrong button. Nope, wrong button. No, dang it. And that's the other thing that'll happen a lot. I change to a layer that doesn't have the stuff on it. Move it around, move it around, move it around. Close enough, right? No, not close enough. And you got a gradient, and you tell your gradient you want it to be a circle. Fill that like so. And boom, you already have most of an arm of your .NET bot. And then you can just keep duplicating the circle for all of the circles. And this is easy to make. You just put another layer on top. As I mentioned before, this head is just a circle. So if you were careful enough, you could do the magic select or whatever it's called. But you could find the absolute center of this head. You can't do rulers or guides. And you go boop. Boop, boop. Nope. You go. Boop. Why are you like sometimes it'll center itself? I don't get you. I don't get paint.net. I'm a Photoshop kid. Dang it. New layer. We are Flintstones kids, 10 million strong. You know what? Close enough. Anyway, if you get it in the right spot, then you can add to your selection. Add to your select. Add to your selection. Oh, this bottom part is not going to be good, but whatever. You get it in the right spot. Add to your selection. Move tool, and then you can rotate. And now he's looking up. It's it. It's looking down. Whatever. You know what I mean. You can make him Pika in a corner. And it was actually kind of fun trying to remake this for a little bit, but I was like, I don't have the time. Anyway, so there's actually an FBX, which is a Figma file, I think. Is that right? That you can rig however you want if you know anything at all about stuff. But I found another good pick. And you have gotten authorization to use these pictures, right? I know. Dude, I don't know how to open FBX files. Blender. You open it in Blender. Does Paint 3D work with it? Downloads. Downloads. No. Wait, maybe. No texture file. Okay, got it. Is there supposed to be a texture file next to it? It's probably one of these GIFs. Patch, maybe? Anyway, interesting that it doesn't have an external texture file, but at least Paint says, you know, it worked-ish. I don't know how to use Paint. 3D. Orbit. Oh, this is crazy. Anyway, fun times. So there you go. But I'm glad that you were able to find something. Making circles is hard. Yeah, like for me, circle selections is fine in Photoshop, because if you just use the guides to find the center of the circle place that you want, then you can click in that and then start dragging and hold Alt and Shift and it'll expand from center. So they work fine for me. Okay, probably missed some other chat. No. There's actually an FBX that you can rig however you want if you know anything about how all that stuff works. Yeah, I could have just tried opening it in Blender. I do have Blender on this machine. So how are y'all? Y'all are good. Only 40 files changed. Fritz is gonna kill me. Those are rookie numbers. Lies. I don't know about you, but MRs are preferred small and frequent. I think you meant PRs. Small and frequent versus large and singular. Truth. Yep, absolutely. And Thindle said, I'm just trying to be funny. Duke says, how to rip a head off a bot. 101. You draw a circle around it and rotate. The end. Terrible. It's an open format for 3D models. It's all from Foundation's PR files. You know what would be fun though is if they had a Figma Jam file where you can grab the different pieces of the bot and put it together in Figma. So each of the pieces of the bot would be a component in Figma, and then you just grab whichever one you need. Megan can do that as well. Today I learned expand from center. X-Files was a good show. What? Where are we getting to X-Files from? I think I missed something. Is it just a statement that you wanted to make? Or was that the wrong chat? Felt alien to me, says Dukas up. Jif is peanut butter. Yes, it is. You're right. GitLab calls them merge requests. Oh, okay. I mean, it makes sense. It's a good name for it. Expand from center? Question mark? Expand me from center. like when you eat too much. I mean, there are Illustrator files, maybe they're split into layers, parts, whatever they're called. Oh, you said something about opening X files, FBX files. But yes, gotcha. So I'm the one that brought it up, my bag, and then I dropped the conversation entirely. Although when you pre-baked stuff for good old Direct3D, you get a regular X file, FBI X files. Yeah, and I thought there was a way to include some texture information or color information in an FBX, but I'm not a graphics designer. I'm not a 3D person either. One day. The only thing that I know about is you can specify the file name and then the UV coordinates for your textures in an FBX file. I'll give you a definitive maybe to that. All right, so we are at a point where we have some failing tests that we want to implement, and hopefully it'll just be an easy one. Essentially, when you push the equal sign as the very first operator, no previous operator whatsoever, the formula should just read 0 equals and then the number that you just input. And I think that's what Windows Calculator does. 0 equals 0, 5 equals 5. Dindle says, I got an A or B question earlier today. I answered yes. I thought it was hilarious. I love to answer yes to multiple choice questions because typically yes is the right answer. President Usher said, they show X-Files reruns every weeknight on the Comet channel. All the ads are Medicare, something or other, or various old people ads. That's wrong. That's ageist. Young people can get Medicare. Maybe not. Why am I now in this demographic? Sad face. All right, so for our behavior, when we push equal as the first button, oh man. Oh, this is gonna be even harder. Anyway, the thing that we are focused on, and thank you so much for the follow, Digo double D's. Digo? Stream elements go bling. So yeah, let's just handle these one at a time. And I did split them up like that on purpose because I think that fixing the pressing equals immediately after a number is going to fix this issue. So we're focused on this one. So what should that look like? When we press submit, we need one more case. Not formula output. Else if prevop. Are you enum? I think you're an enum. Yeah. So if not prevop has value, which means that submit is the first button that we're pushing, is the first operator that we're pushing. Displayed input num. No. Current calculated value is going to be How do I set current calculated value? Oh, just displayed input number. Okay. But I'm missing something else. So this is definitely part 1. I can't brain it right now. Hot reload should have taken effect so we can just see what happens. Push equals, nothing happens. What? It's all right line. No previous operator saying current. Yeah, sure. Good answer. The problem is that it's not going to set my formula output because I am escaping before. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But still, let's set it up here. I just found a thing that I can use for my overlays. Blazor 3D. What are you using for your 3D? Any descriptions about this stuff? That's not how you do that. There's actually a built-in Blazor 3D component. No. No, this is your own library called Blazor 3D. Like the wording of that makes it sound like there's a built-in Blazor 3D viewer in ASP.NET Core. Oh, you can go away now. Yeah, okay, so that's what I was expecting to see. So they're just wrapping 3JS, essentially, in a Blazor component, which is kind of what I'm looking to do as well. Instead, I want to use A-Frame because A-Frame is already a whole bunch of custom web elements that you can use so that you're only writing HTML. So if you've never heard of A-Frame, that is this. And what it looks like is, do you have like sample code? Yeah, sample code. So you create a scene, you can create a boxes, a spheres, cylinders, planes, skies, just anything that you want. People have made some really cool stuff with this. Man. So yeah, I like this more because you just write HTML. And if I was going to put a wrapper on the full 3JS framework instead, that would be crazy. So it's a lot easier for me to create wrappers around custom web elements and turn them into Blazor elements. So I would create a Blazor scene, or the Blazor component equivalent of what they call a scene, Blazor equivalent of what they call a box, a sphere, and use C# values to control this. Yeah, you get it. Save, apply. Do 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 do. Ba ba da ba. That's my song. Clickoo, clickoo. Oh, I have to cough. I am done coughing. Okay. The app is still working on relaunching. Were you going to open yourself again after rebuilding, or do we just trust that this browser window is good to go now? All right, you push the equal sign. Nothing happens. We don't even get our console log. Why not? If formula output ends with submit, then do this. Else if not prev op has value. Oh, if not input dirty. Oh yeah, that's where we are. And you're async for whatever reason. Don't be async anymore. And it's rebuilding. Great. Great. I did that on purpose. Okay, how about now? Nothing. We get a whole lot of nothing. So operator clicked. Let's make sure that we're actually seeing that. Reload. Okay, so we did get that. And then we move down one and we say input dirty for input not dirty. Oh, when you first, wait, what? Why did that work suddenly? When you first load the calculator, input is dirty. I mark input is dirty on the very first load. But then if I push escape or delete and then I hit equals, then input is not dirty. So that means that when I press 5 equals, input is dirty. So we're not ever going to get to this case. Well, this is fun, isn't it? So let's do this instead. Outside of input dirty, because we don't care, the thing that we care about is if op is operator.submit and prevop, not prevop, not prevop dot has value. So we're pressing the enter key and we haven't pressed any other operator before this. Then we want to do this mess. Then we want to see what it does after. So if we do this, do we need to do this input dirty check? I don't think so. So we'll put that in an else if. All right, refresh, calculator equals. And there we go. That's exactly what we wanted. Refresh from scratch. Press 5 equals. That's exactly what we wanted. And finally, oh, we're right. 5 equals, and then we clear, and then equals by itself. That works. All right, so that should have fixed both of our tests, I think. Let's try. Oops. Whatever. I have really accurate clicking. Did you see? Most accurate indeed. All right, we still have a failed test. Oh no, I broke other tests. Pressing submit multiple times. Interesting. Dang it, I broke our consecutive submit button. Oh, but this is fine. This is expected. We really do want the output now to be 5 equals. So that was correct. That was correct behavior. No, don't do to not run. No space? No space at all. Try again. Oh man. Suddenly hungry. Okay, and then this, what was the other one that failed? You failed because what? Because spaces. Again. Such good aim, man. I am really good at first-person shooters, if you couldn't tell. With this terrible clicking aim. All right. And then you passed. I could have sworn that just said it failed too, and I didn't rerun it. What about this one? 0 equals. Yay! All right. Do we have all passing tests again? I'm gonna assume yes and get my commit note ready. Fixed issue with submit. It's first up. Sure. That's short enough, right? According to this, all of our tests are now passing, and now, unless we find more bugs, now we're done with the calculator. So I will commit and push, and then create a PR. So here we go. All right, add built-in calculator is what we did with this. Simple enough. This will complete number 32. Did that actually pick it up? I think it picked it up. Does it normally change anything? Like, I'm used to Azure DevOps. I'm used to it actually showing the link. All right, cool. You guys are my reviewers, so we'll do some some looking through the code. No labels. Project is this one. And President Usher says, I'm using Azure DevOps right now. Yeah, I am so used to doing Azure DevOps for my PRs to myself, but it's kind of funny because my work product for the client, we use GitHub for all of our PRs. And I use this all the time and I just completely forgot. But I guess over the past 2 weeks, I had been exclusively using Azure DevOps. Yeah, create. All right. So if we take a look at the files, so Napalm, 40 files, you said? Those are small numbers. Small. Said Thindle. As we added the draggable container. Yeah, like if I'm reviewing a PR that has this many file changes, I just clone it. And then I see what files were changed and figure out what it is that is supposed to be getting updated. And then I check to make sure that it's building and that those things look the way that the code says they should look. Formatting. I love formatting getting picked up. That was sarcasm. What did I do here? Oh, I created a new services extension for the isolated JS. Right. I'm going to reject this because as I'm looking through the code, I am seeing a couple of things that I don't like to see in code. Maybe. Why didn't it actually show up in my find results? Interesting. So it's not? Wait, what? That's a lie. I have a ton of them in here. Where's calculator.cs? Is it because calculator.cs is too big? Yep, and it didn't actually load the diff. So anyway, this dude that just did this PR decided, you know, it's a good idea to have a whole bunch of console write lines. I didn't implement that either. Can you just do a one-to-one without cloning? What do you mean by that? The answer I think is yes. The answer to the question I think you're asking is yes. You can compare pretty much any files you want to any other files, including historical branch history files. For example, compare with previous is one. You can do a find your file. There. And git compare with, oh, just regular compare with, and then you choose a file on your hard drive. Man, I thought there was an easier way to compare with a different commit. Oh, yeah, I think it's in here, now that I said that out loud. Git, manage branches, find your branches that you want to compare, make sure they're both visible, and then you can compare. Oh, that's probably what's happening. There's some easy way to do it. can you just compare -1 to current without cloning? Oh yeah, okay, I'm sorry. That's what you meant. So the idea is to look without cloning. I can comment for corrections back to the dev. Yeah, so that's exactly what this thing is for. But what I mentioned earlier is if there are a lot of code changes, you know, a whole bunch of files that were touched or many changes, then sometimes it's easier for me to just clone their branch or to pull their branch and run it on my local machine. And then as I'm looking through the files that were changed, seeing which ones we can, or making sure that it looks the way that the code says it's supposed to look. Because sometimes it's like, all right, I have here a draggable container that has this HTML markup. Sure, it doesn't look like it's gonna break, but first thing that I want to do is with this many file changes, does it even build on my dev machine? And then if it does, then does this draggable container do what it looks like it should do, which is wrap something in a draggable container element? Which is this one. Yeah, this one here. And then I can drag it around the screen. Does it do what it's supposed to? And the answer is yes. But the other thing that I did see was, as I mentioned, console.writeLines. And nobody likes to have console writelines in their main branch, at least not just console.writeLine like that. You should at least hide it behind a hash if debug, or use debug.writeLine and then tell debug to also output to console where it's available. So anyway, show me on my console dot. Actually, console dot, because I also want to get rid of the console logs. From Java code. This guy. What a weird kid. All right, only do console logs here. If we're in debug, gosh, do I want to implement this? I kind of want to do this as a separate thing, as a separate feature. And you know what? I'll put it as a community feature if someone else wants to implement these. Actually, I don't need that to say to do implement in all of them. How about just here? Yeah, calculator buttons. Okay. Where else do we have console.writelines and console.write? JS invocable, don't care. Oh, this was just showing an example. So having example code in here too, it like normally you wouldn't have this in a for real project, but since we're a stream and I try to show this, show off different things that we talk about as they happen, then I accidentally leave some of our sample code in there. Oops. Okay, where were we? Doing some more console dot. Console.info, service worker stuff. So these were actually part of the template, and I don't like that. I mean, it's good for me to know that when the service worker is running. I'm pretty sure that I turned off the service worker for now because we're doing so many changes and I don't know, it's just gotten in the way before. But we don't need that outputting anything at the moment. Program.cs. that was something else completely. Tax estimator, DB context options builder. Oh, we got rid of those. All right, so it really was only those new console write lines that we added at the end, and we just cleared it up. Cleaned up console write. And push. This thing will tell us that we have changes. Okay, and so here we go. You guys are looking at the code, right? You're reviewing this? So here's draggable container. You know that that doesn't break because it's amazing. You would have some comments about instead of using 2HRs, using CSS to style the draggable area. And I agree with you. So maybe make a comment on that for me. And then I'll thumb it. I'll be like, good idea. And then you guys tell me, I really don't like your formatting. You're gonna have to redo all of your formatting, make it match our team formatting. Like this is our team's formatting. I'm following it. We don't care about these. Oh. Yes. Like, I'm not going to check every single one of these. I'm just mocking a review with you guys. That's all. I don't care about CSS and min.css because those are generated from the SAS files. Napalm says 2 more days after today and then I get some time off before the next position. Like new job or same company, different position. You got promoted, you got reassigned. I forget. I apologize for forgetting. My brains is not good at remembering things. New job. New job, who dis? This SAS looks great. Good job using SAS variables. I mean CSS variables. All variables should be named Duca _ variable name, bang important. Of course. Principal cloud engineer position. I just like saying principal. 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 Service extensions. Formatting changes. Updated NIGA package. This is that isolated module. Added some more TypeScript stuff. Yatta, yatta. Okay, anyway, good enough. We like this. Good job. What does it mean pending comment? Like, I actually made the comment. You shouldn't be pending. What does it mean pending comment? Wait, so if I make a comment, I can't approve even after that? That's weird. I can approve, I just have to submit the comment individually. That's odd. And it didn't actually reference the line number that I had selected. That's weird also. Because I only selected them in... So when I selected this one, I just went, make a comment on these 2 lines, as opposed to using the plus sign, which I was supposed to do. Apps. Anyway, it's close enough. At least it's in the file. Other than that, sir or ma'am, I will go ahead and approve this request, I think. Yeah, why can't I approve? Oh, because pull request authors can't approve their own. Good job. Good job, you. Well, thank you all for reviewing this for me. We're going to go ahead and complete and merge. And delete the branch because we are done with it. Move back to main. Pull latest. So does anyone know if either pull latest or sync, what's the word? Cat truncates. If it truncates my remotes. Because the answer that I see is I can still see 32 add built-in calculator even though I deleted the remote. So it doesn't look like there is a way in Visual Studio by clicking these buttons to truncate. You have to do fetch. Like I know how to do it using command line, but yeah, it still looks like it's, yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking in Visual Studio IDE, there is no button to actually truncate or whatever the word is. You know what word I mean. Get rid of all of my remotes that are deleted. Yeah, I tried all of the buttons just now. I tried sync, I tried pull. May as well push, even though I have no changes to push. Manage remotes. We can get rid of this one now. Thank you, Peter. Fetch from? Yeah, I mean, this is just going to do the same thing that this quick button does. So then maybe in here, I can... Yeah, it still shows up. And if I manually delete, yeah, it says it's going to try to delete it from remote, but it's already deleted. So, I mean, that's what I'm used to doing. Anyway, that's fine. I said we were going to create a work item, aka an issue in GitHub for implement arrow key navigation for calculator. This will be an enhancement as well as a good first issue and help wanted. Project, this one. The scaffolding for the functionality is already in Road. What? Arrow left? What? Oh no. It's kind of acting like it has no idea what I'm talking about. No, it's right here. Why didn't you find the string? Match case, entire solution. Oh, it's not searching all file types. Why do you do this? Wait, what? We don't have match case. We don't have match whole word. I'm not using a regular expression. We want the entire solution. Include miscellaneous files. This is so weird. It's right here. Am I spelling it wrong? Anyway, ignoring it. I was just looking for this file, calculator.razor.cs. Is there a way to link to actual code file? UI. Components, calculator components, calculator.razor.cs, road. Permalink. I'm gonna do this backwards. I didn't do it backwards. Preview. Nice. Submit. Okay, we got a new issue. I'm good at creating issues. Napalm says to Dukasoft, screw PRs. I make issues and then ask others to do the work. That's exactly what I just did. We'll get to that if we get to it. Otherwise, we have a couple of other issues that we can start looking at. Update the UI, clean up unused codes and other warnings, create more unit tests. Wow, that means that the actual calculator, the actual app functionality is finished. We should have a fully working application that does everything that we said it's going to do. Now it's just a matter of making it actually look good. Oh, look good. So I think maybe the easiest one for me to do to begin with, because I'm so used to working in code all the time, is to get rid of a lot of these build warnings and yeah, just stuff that doesn't need to be in outputting from the build. Napalm is going to meetings. BRB is still around. I have a meeting. My delusional soon-to-be ex-employer has to beg me to solve their cloud problems before I leave. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. It was fun leaving the Rocky Mountain Arsenal. I tried to leave behind as much documentation as I could and try to be as helpful as I could before I left, working all the way into the last day. Pushing buttons. I may be odd, but I'm using a Git repo for my daily work items. Otherwise, I forget what I'm supposed to be doing. Like a completely separate repo for daily work items. Awesome. There's another cool app. Like Trello. Trello's a good one for to-do list type stuff. There's another cool app that you can send emails to or just add notes to or whatever. I don't really know what it's called, but I know that it's a really, really good app for helping you to just jot down something you need to remember to do, put a date on it, put a priority on it if you want. But yes, I think I'm in the same boat. I do often find it easier to get back on track as soon as I pick up my code base. Like when I was going back to working on this thing, working on my client project, since I took 2 weeks off of it. I was told to take 2 weeks off of it. As I was looking through the code, I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of remember. So one of the main things that I'm working on now with that one is anywhere that we have dates. Let's see if I can find a date. Maybe I can find raisins instead. I don't get it. Index. Index will show our multiple different, not index. We need to go to the actual data entry page. And then pick one of these, any one of these. For example, a payment randomly. And we have a date here. Maybe not that. Maybe the transaction history of this. That's what I meant. So when we are outputting the date value, one thing that we need to do in our application, because it is used across the world internationally, is for every single one of our dates. What kind of structure is this, man? Oh my gosh. Take me to this. Okay, here we go. When we output a date, we need to output it to the system's default date and time. And since we're using a desktop app, we can do it. Actually, I wonder if you can do that here too. What do you think, brain? cal equals, I think it's like culture info dot current culture dot calendar. Is that right? That doesn't seem right. It is. Okay, so this should give you the system's calendar that the application is running on. So if, for example, this is the Hijri calendar, Hijri, one of them. Anyway, the Arabic calendar, then we would want to format our date so that it matches that. So our current, our calendar date will be the whatever date we're trying to output. We're just going to say that it's not null. Yeah, let's call this cur date, because cal date was the thing that I want to get in the end, equals new date time with whatever the calendar is that we're trying to convert it to, dot get day, no, get year. Gosh. I don't remember this off the top of my head. I wanted to do this off the top of my head. Wait, no, this is right. So we're going to use get year, and then we're going to use the actual date that we want to get the year from. And that will turn it into our target calendar's year. We also want to do the same for month and day. Hour, minute, second, millisecond. Oh, apparently it's only one thing. Month, day, hour, minute, second, millisecond, and finally, wait. Yeah, it is second. That's weird that milliseconds is plural and second is not plural. Anyway, and none of the rest of it is plural either. And then the calendar itself that you wanted to get converted to. Didn't I tell this thing that it's not going to be null? Okay, so if you want to go from whatever, like if you store all of your dates in UTC Gregorian calendar, then you can use this. So I created an extension for all dates to go from Gregorian to whatever target calendar. This will even work if your target calendar is Gregorian. And that way I get the system calendar, and then I just say change the date to look like that. So if you're looking at something like I'm pretty sure it's Hijri calendar, you'll see that the year is 1945. And then the month and day are, 1445. And then the month and day are actual words. But I mean, it still uses 1 through 12. And then I think each month has, oh, it's by the moon cycle. That's cool. That's really cool. Anyway, point is, you can convert from your Gregorian calendar to any other calendar. So even like the Japanese calendar, I believe, has different dates. Get day of month. Let's go indeed. Hello, Bikini. First. So we're just talking about converting from one calendar output to another calendar output in your app if you ever need to do internationalization. And I'm done talking about that now because we have some fun stuff to do. So I guess, like I said, we only have two cleanup things. Make the UI cooler, better, stronger, which I really, really want to do. But I also want to just tackle something easy since we only have about 20 minutes left in the stream. So let's go ahead and start the branch for cleaning up warnings and unused code stuff. Yeah, clean up on aisle 35 apparently. So to do that, I'm going to make sure once again that I am at latest main, which I did this like 80 times when we were trying to get rid of the old and in with the new. I'm already doing some of that. Actually, no, I'm not. I see what that is. Just gonna Control Z until it's gone. Actually, you go away. Close that up here. There. No changes. What was the other change? Super Dukasoft JS interop. What changed? No change. It just recompiled. Good. Thank you for creating a change when there is no change. So, new branch. New branch. New branch. Clean up. Warnings. Unused code. Bring changes, even though there are no actual changes. Not real. Commit. Oh, look. No actual changes to commit. Why would you tell me I had changes then? Okay. That is a lot of okays. Nope, not what I meant to do. We want to go to our output, do a full build. Actually, I want to, full build should be fine. I guess for this, I might want to pop out the output, which I can't do when it's auto collapse. Ah, okay, fine. Return task, completed task. Sure. All right, so this one is all right. Saying that a lot. So anyway, BitGamey is here. Hello, BitGamey. If Dukasoft didn't already beat me to this, I wasn't paying attention. BitGamey is an awesomely fantastic human being. At least I'm pretty sure he's a human. That is just an incredible, fantastic person to be around, to hang out with. So check out his stream. He does game development, and he's been giving his stream a facelift. You just can't get good mod these days. Dukasoft is the best mod. Mod love. I just understand when he gets busy or just distracted. He's my papa. BitGamey has often turned into a baby on his stream. He's also been getting electrocuted lately by Kevin. Even though it's not Kevin, it's usually Dukasoft or Balint or any of the other fun people on his stream. In fact, let's take a look at what your one of your clips is, and we'll see if we get a recent clip. Not too recent. But there's him being the baby.
You have a problem on Jimmy's stream? Anyway, moving on. So, what have I been working on in this past month that I clearly have not been streaming? As the title would suggest, I have a side project.
Oh, is this Tripe?
And as the...
Yeah, it's Tripe. It's recent-ish. Do you have any completion stuff done on Tripe? I don't remember how far you got on it, but I know you got pretty far. Like you're able to shoot other ships and fly through a level at least, and then you got the starting screen with the... Oh, you couldn't see that. Goes across the screen like that. It's really cool. Anyway, it's always fun times over on BitGamey stream. Definitely check them out. Anyway, what are you telling me? You are telling me trans date input is never assigned and will always have its value defaulted to null. Is that true? Because I have gotten this message. Yeah. So when you do @refs, it doesn't treat that as something that is assigning trans date to a value. So is that something that I can ignore for this one? And I can do that for everything that I'm using as the reference. And just to make sure that I know that I'm using this as a reference, as an element reference, I'm going to put the suffix ref on there. It's on the back burner. Ultimately, it will be a one-level game at best. Still, it was really, really fun watching you work on that. And yeah, the sound effects were loud though. I will say that. Which is why I end up not really knowing how far you get, because I kind of have to turn it down a lot and I don't hear you. especially when Dugasoft or Valent or anyone else does this command. I'm like, oh, gotta mute. We need to turn your voice up a lot and the sound effects down. Oh no, we are not adding one of those to this stream, Dugasoft. Might retire that command since Lona is about to graduate. Another dad joke. I was so proud when I finished the puzzle in 6 months, when on the side it said 3 to 4 years. Yeah. Oh, you're such good at puzzling. Are we setting underscore submitting anywhere? Yes, but yes, and we're in transfer entry. I don't think that I can trust my, oh, there it is. I was gonna say, I don't think that I can trust my find all. Okay, we have transfer entry with submitting as true or false, but we aren't actually using submitting to control the UI. Nor are we using submitting to early out. So that would be something more like if submitting return. So that's kind of an early out. That would be proper use of my submitting flag, provided I actually don't have something like a cancellation token to cancel the previous submit, and I don't. So yeah, I think that'll clear that one up. And then we'll want to do that for the other 2 or 3. Why don't we have validate? Shout out to I Can Has Dad Joke API. Okay, so that should get rid of those warnings. What else we got? Oh, yeah. The suppress on these 2. Wait, why isn't that suppressing them? Huh? CS0649. Can we also disable this one? Yummy. That looks pretty. Actually, I'll do it this way. No, I won't, because it also gives me comments for that. So we will do them individually. Nice. Big Gamey is a hobbyist, Unity developer, and a self-proclaimed all-around tinkerer. Join him on his journey as he creates games, assets, and whatever else is fun, and this is true. Like, we have tons of fun on his stream. Why did it do the IDE 044? No, we just want this one. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. Obviously, because he's having a baby. Obvious. Oh man. Thank you so much for your lurkage. Your energy is always welcome here, even if you're not in the chat room. Probably more than one. I would be having a conniption. That's funny. Why don't we have this same issue in deposits? Deposit entry. Trans date input. And this is actually a payment date input. Include comments. Why didn't that fix this? That showed you're not a moron at all. Case closed. Oh. Huh? Anyway, I take it you figured out whatever was troubling them and were able to resolve it during the call. I know that's who you meant. Not everyone knew. That was kind of rude. Rude much? Calling everyone on our stream morons. All right, morons, I'm back. There we go. That's better. Oh my gosh, mouse, move. IDE 44. Code. Oh, why are you good now? Oh, and the word ref. What just happened to you, Crisp? What did you turn off and on? Why did it turn off and on again? I didn't tell it to you. Moron. And now why are you being weird? It's an unnecessary suppression. But it's not. Like, is this somehow being assigned in here? No, I didn't think so. So, why are you angry at it everywhere else but not here? Duke us off with the dad joke. That showed you you're not a moron at all. Case the crust. So Napalm said, troubling them, they are baffled by blob storage. Wait, I can just get storage on the cloud? What? What are these godlike powers you possess? It's called blob storage, idiot. Hell, Dropbox and OneDrive have been doing this for years. And Google Drive and other online storage. Asus Cloud, Asus Drive, Wacom. Where are we at? Okay, so edit context. Are you actually not used? I'm pretty sure you're not used. We'll get rid of you. New deposit. Not used. Oh, it's nice cleaning stuff up, isn't it? Yeah, I'm just annoyed. One of the reasons I'm leaving. Their big cloud use case is storage, not exactly interesting or riveting stuff there. Oh no, stop that. One more. And then we'll do a full rebuild and see what else we got. So this one is dereference of possible null. What? Oh, I have no idea what to do with this because I don't think you can use a ternary operator. Ternary operator? Null propagation. Yeah. You can't use anything in here. So I honestly have no idea what to do about this other than suppress it here too. And Dugasov says, not sure I understand what a blob is, to be honest, but then again, I'm not supposed to know. Yeah, I think I just need to suppress it for this if I want to get rid of it from my output, and that's what the goal of this is. Because the navigation property payment is nullable, and so I only want to include payment details if payment was not null. You know? All right, let's do a full rebuild and then we will end the stream there once we figure out just how much more cleanup we have for the warnings and such. Yeah, I will be honest as well, since Dugasoft is being honest with us. I don't understand the full concepts of blob. Like, if I were to have a database field, for example, that's a blob, how does that differ from having a text field that is max characters? And I think it has something to do with the fact that the B in blob has to do with binary, where you can store an object in a blob field. But then blob storage itself as an Azure service, for example, is just some way for you to put files in the cloud. That's my understanding of it. All right, what do we got? All of this stuff. So that's good. This is going to force me to, oh yeah, these are fun. May as well do these really, really quick. Okay, that gets rid of those. in the console weekly. Cool. All right, that gets rid of those. That was easy. That's going to be cleaned up. But yeah, this is going to force me to put XML comments. Not those. These. To put XML comments everywhere. Which I want to do as well, so we'll do that. It's not going to be a very interesting stream if I do only that. So as soon as we finish with all of these warning cleanups, then we will get started immediately on redesigning the UI and making it awesome. I'm looking forward to that. I know that I'm not going to do super duper well, but I really want to practice those UI skills, UX and UI design, as well as implementation skills. Other than that, core functionality is done with the app as of today. Yay. Cleaned up some warnings. All right, I'm going to go ahead and commit and push since we're at the end of the stream so that you can see this on the project site, which is there. We're going to go to this screen, and of course, it's Monday. Like I said, I am really enjoying not having to think about this too much. But on Mondays, Dragon Spirit Games streams, and it's easy to just hop on over there. But BitGamey is also streaming. Dang it, I really want to go over to BitGamey too. Support both of them if you can. But we're going to raid BitGamey. But Dragon Spirit Games, again, he deserves love too. He's making a game about his daughter, or loosely, I mean, his daughter is going to be the main character, and she's going to go and save the world. Her name's Gaia. But I want to see BitGamey's awesome, amazing stuff again as well. And I would love for you guys to hang out with me there too. We're going to both of them. And Irish John Game says, in DRM hell, so can't really hang out, but drop in lurks. Thank you so much for the lurk. You will be lurking on BitGamey stream shortly. But thank you all so much for being here. I will be posting a copy of the recording of this video no sooner than 24 hours after I end the stream. And I'll be kind of around, not really as much around now that I am back to billable plant hours. Not that I was ever really around anyway on Discord, so feel free to join us on our Discord. And other than that, I'll be back again on Wednesday. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day and whatever tomorrow brings, and whenever I see you again, I'll be happy to see you then. All right, that is it for me for the now. Therefore, ciao. Let's go see BMO on BitGamey stream. And keep waving. Still gonna keep waving. I'm gonna keep waving until